Wake up with us, it's time to rise and shine. Morning mayhem's on the air, we're feeling fine. We got a Michael, Tomlin, and Mama Manning too, bringing you the latest, there's nothing we can't do. Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional, we're knocking down the door.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to March 20th. It's a Thursday, and it is a B-Day.
Woohoo! 3 for 3, 4
Yes.
for 4.
We're really knocking this week out. March has been my best one so
It
far.
has.
I think we're actually 8 for 8.
Yeah.
Back to last week.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I finally, maybe the New Year's resolution is holding up. It's coming true. It's all coming up roses. Actually, it is going to be. What's the saying for spring? In like a lion, out like a lamb. So spring or April showers bring May showers or May flowers. So we're getting into that too. But it's been seeming a little rainy here in March. But
Cold. Yep.
Yeah, but we're getting ready for spring sports. So on this March 20th. On March 20th, Uncle Tom's Cabin, the anti-slavery novel by Harriet Beecher Stowe, was published and became one of the best-selling books of the 19th century. Today's birthday, Spike Lee, 1957, and acclaimed filmmaker known for Do the Right Thing, Malcolm X and Black Klansman was born. And today's International Day is the International Day, and this is going to be a tough one. This will be a struggle. International Day of Happiness, established by the United Nations to promote the well-being and the idea that happiness is the fundamental human goal.
Don't worry.
Let me just go over that one more time, that happiness is the fundamental human goal. That's what we were shooting for. That's what we were striving
Good morning.
for. Good morning. And we don't know if we've gotten all the way there yet. Happiness is a warm cup of coffee.
Oh.
All right. Media Center is open this week, and you have your pom-pom poll of the week if you're choosing between wow, I lost it. Where'd it go? Bagels or donuts. I knew it was something round. I couldn't remember exactly what the selections were. Bagels or donuts. And today you're going to go to Anna's Prospect of Pizza and order some pizza, support the National Honor Society. There's a Woodland Worldwide fundraiser, butter braid, cake rolls, and more. Oh my. That's, I guess, something. Tomorrow, you're going to wear your mismatched socks. So if you have two socks that do not match, you pull them out of the dryer, found out that they don't go together. Tomorrow's the day you get to wear all those socks. And I do have that collection of socks where they're just kind of extra socks laying around. I don't know what happens in the dryer. They just seem to come apart. In honor of the World Down Syndrome Day. If you're interested in taking the EMT class, go see your guidance counselor. And if you're looking for a fun summer job, why don't you go to what's hiring?
Quasi.
That is Quasi. I don't see. Oh, way down there in the bottom.
Print,
It just says in big print, now hiring. And then down the bottom, it says Quasi. All right. And don't forget to charge Chromebook every night. Let's do this every morning, 7 a.m. Time now for the news with Tomlin.
And now, with the latest headlines, over to the news desk with Tomlin.
Good morning. Couple top stories today. First off, Appeals Court has ruled that corner crossing is legal in at least 6 states. For those of you not familiar with what corner crossing is, that's where you can cross from public land to public land in a corner where it intersects with private land. The panel ruled that, quote, no one may completely prevent or obstruct another from peacefully entering or freely passing over or through public land.
All right.
Yeah, I was hoping for more, Abby. Jury finds Greenpeace must pay hundreds of millions of dollars in fees over Dakota Access protest activities. A North Dakota jury on Wednesday found Greenpeace liable for defamation and other claims brought by a pipeline company in connection with protests against the Dakota Access Pipeline. 9-person jury awarded Dallas-based Energy Transfer and a subsidiary, Dakota Access, hundreds of millions of dollars in damages. This comes nearly a decade after the pipeline. Israeli military says it has begun new ground operations in Gaza. Israel has resumed focused ground operations in the, quote, center of the Gaza Strip over the past 24 hours. For an Israeli Defense Force, Israel forces have also taken control and re-expanded their control to the center of the Netzarim corridor, the line that separates northern Gaza from the south, an IDF spokesman said. Finland ranks as the world's happiest country.
Today's International Happiness Day.
For the 8th consecutive year, scoring 7.736 out of 10, according to the World Happiness Report.
Wow.
The United States and the UK have reached their lowest happiness ratings ever at 24th and 23rd, respectively, due to declining social trust.
I thought it was just because I'm a Miami Dolphins fan.
John Helliwell noted that happiness is linked to trust in others, emphasizing that the belief in the kindness of others is strongly connected to happiness. The report encourages fostering connections and highlights that sharing meals strengthens well-being globally.
That's like from Streetcar Named Desire. I always relied on the kindness. Oh, yeah, and that line too. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Sorry.
I didn't know how long that was going to go.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it'll go forever.
I
Let
know.
me go.
I know. And last but not least, President Donald Trump is poised to sign an executive order today to start the process of dismantling the Department of Education, according to 2 administration officials.
Should I pack up my stuff? Are we ready to go home?
Not quite. Not
All
quite.
right.
Federal funding only accounts for about 10% of
Ah,
districts' actual funding. The other 90 comes from local and state.
You know, it is Happiness Day. You had to
it is
include that
Happiness
story.
Day. Yeah.
Well, I tried to, you wouldn't notice this one after I just talked about how happy everyone was. And there's your news.
And that's your news with Tomlin. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Over to the
Is that a
sports
Ren and
desk with.
Stimpy?
Yeah, it was Ren and Stimpy. I'm sorry, I went back there. For the sports desk with Mama Manning.
Here's a shot of the buzzer. Strike 3 call. What a catch. Touchdown.
Time now for sports with Mama Manning.
Good morning. Good morning. Today, as we said, is the 20th. On Saturday, March 22nd, we have the official start of spring sports. So good luck, all athletes. For NCAA, big tournament. We have UConn women playing on Saturday against Arkansas State with a 1 o'clock start. The men play Friday versus Oklahoma. 9:25 p.m. start. Got to go home and have a nap. So good luck, UConn, in the tournament. That's my sports. But I can't wait for my interview.
Yes, you can. And that's the sports with Mama Manning.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. We are joined today by our, want to share that? There you go. By our boys swim and dive team. Did I say class as champs? Go, baby. All right. And Coach Heller is here as well.
Yep.
So congratulations. Congratulations. What a crew you have. Just go through and introduce yourselves. Alex?
I'm Alex.
Coach Heller.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Edgar.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Nolan.
I'm Jack.
All right.
And I got Big Mitch next to me too.
Fantastic.
He's a freshman.
Fantastic.
Wave to the camera, Mitch.
All right. Camera's up there. All right. Just jump in at any time. But let's start off with the beginning of the season. You had a scrimmage against Northwestern. Comments about that scrimmage, Coach?
Yeah, we knew they were pretty good. And we started our season off last couple of years against them, and they've been getting better every year, and they're very good right now. So we knew we would see them again. And we didn't do so hot in that scrimmage, so we were grateful it was just a scrimmage.
Got it. And then you bounced back against Watertown, 93-93. Big tie.
Yeah, Al, what do you think about that one?
That one was special. It was really close. It was really tight. It was, yeah.
What was the difference in that one? What was one of the key elements to getting close?
We had a lot of good races. We won some events, but a lot of our newer guys stepped up and had some huge swims. So that was a big role in our tie.
And I think it was nice. It was a good turning point for us because Watertown had some high expectations for themselves, and their goal, and they're very vocal about it, was to win the league championship. And so we knew when we tied them that we still had a lot of work to do, but we wanted to defend our championship.
Got it. And then you're up against Amity and Notre Dame of West Haven. That was close.
Yeah, and they're both very good. I would say they're better than any of the teams in our league, so it was a good challenge. And we battled pretty good. And it was the same week as the Watertown meet, so it was kind of like a good test. And like, hey, we gotta keep going from here.
And then 6 wins. Woohoo! Over Torrington, Wilby Caner Tech, Crosby, Kennedy, Seymour, Naughty, Holy Cross, and Oxford. Well done. Any highlights you guys remember from those meets?
The Oxford meet was pretty fun for me.
Why was that?
Won a couple best times, suited up. It was my last 500 free and 200 free. And it was really fun. I was fired up. You know, Oxford, as coach said, had their whole village out there rooting for them.
Mhm.
It was their senior night, and we came in there and we destroyed them.
Yeah, and those meets, we all came together and started dominating the whole meet, and we started cheering a lot, and the energy was just really high, and it was just great to be there.
A couple parents from Oxford told me this is the team to watch. And what did I say? You should have been watching all season. NVLs. Take us through the NVLs. Coach, start us off.
Well, we thought Watertown was going to win. I've been telling the guys all season Watertown was going to win because that's what I read in the paper. And they,
Everything you read, though, that's what they say.
yeah, and so it was fun to win, and we were proud of Oxford for getting second, and then Watertown edged out for a third place finish. So it was a fun time. Jack, what do you think about the NVLs?
I thought it went pretty good. I remember that, yeah, you were talking about how Watertown was going to win and how you believed that they really did have the drive, but we had more drive and that we were going to try and sneak it out from them. And as you could see from the result, we ended up sneaking it out from them. And usually and mostly thanks to these other seniors I have here doing some great times, like Nolan.
You too, Jack.
The 503. I mean, I was okay, but you guys were the stars of the show. Alex and his events, Andrew and his, Eddie in the diving. All of these seniors, they are won the meet, and everyone else on the team too. You can't have a team without every single one of us.
That's what I noticed. Everybody contributed on this team. And it was a wow finish. Woodland, Oxford, Watertown. Wow.
Yeah.
Last meet. Last
Yeah.
meet.
Well, hold on a second.
Oh.
Like, I love the fact that we reached out to you after the NVLs and you were like, hold off. We don't want to come on just yet because we have unfinished business. Here you are. So I think that's
With business finished.
business finished. Yes. Well
States. Tell us about States.
Well, our divers, Edgar over here and Tyler Paskowski, they scored the most of any team. So, like, if it were just a diving state championship, we would have won. Eddie, why don't you tell us about diving?
Diving, I thought, was very good. There was a lot of divers there. There was at least 3 teams that had 2 divers each: Watertown, Holy Cross, and us. And Albon from Watertown ended up getting 4th, which is fine. He placed higher than both me and Tyler,
Mm-hmm.
but me and Tyler collectively placed higher and got more points than Watertown did.
And any other team. So
And any
46,
other
yeah.
team.
So we went into the meet with 46 points from diving, 5th and 7th.
Wow.
And Northwestern had no divers. So that was a big
Big
part of
negative for
the
them.
big start to the meet for us.
Wow. What was that bus ride like going up?
It was quiet.
It was quiet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We were all, getting ready to go to battle,
Mhm.
getting
Yeah.
ready to swim fast.
And shout out to our dive coach who has done an exceptional job for us, Coach Lawrence. She was about 10 minutes late. So we were sitting in the parking lot waiting for her to get to the bus. And then once we got mobile, guys were pretty focused, and it was a special night.
Fantastic.
Any pre-meet rituals that you have that helped you out? Any of those pre-meet rituals?
What do you think, Andy?
I usually listen to music, try to relax myself, and not overwork my anxiety, because I tend to get quite anxious about meets. And I usually do like a little prayer beforehand, and that's kind of my ritual.
Beautiful. Anybody else? Ritual?
I normally just kind of stick to the same routine, listen to music, kind of think about my races, and then do like the same warm up that I do every day. Just get feeling loose and feeling ready.
And one ritual that we've done for the championship meets is everybody puts their phone inside a box, for the duration of the meet. So when they get off the bus, they kind of just store away their phone so that we could just focus on the team and being together. And we use the same box. I drink a lot of Spindrift seltzer water, so we use the same Spindrift box that we use to collect the phones after at the 2022 championship. It's been in the office ever since. So it sat there for 3 years, and we brought it back out for this one. And you know, it was a full circle thing.
Superstitions are great. Now during the meet, you guys are preparing for your race. You're warming up, Coach. I was watching you. Were you keeping track of points, overall points, individual points? You're going back and forth. You're pacing. What was your role for States?
I didn't. I try not to get too caught up in what the point spread was going to be. It really didn't matter until the end because there's swings in every event really. So Coach Magus, he was charting the points the entire time. Shout out Coach Magus. But I was just trying to keep the guys focused on what they had to do and not get caught up in all the noise going around around the pool deck. And I think we were successful in that, especially towards the end as it got a little more pressure packed, you know, just remaining composure because we've been there. We've been in those situations many times. These guys over the past couple of years, multiple times, you know, multiple years. We've been in the same boat. So just keeping composure was kind of my focus in that and having fun and enjoying it.
Because it was
Passing it on.
passing it on because it was a 4-peat for NVLs.
Yeah.
4-peat.
Yeah. And
Unbelievable.
Ryan, why don't you expand on that?
So after every race, you know, good time or bad time, coach was just telling us, pass it on to the next person, keep the energy going. Fast swimming is contagious, you know, so if we get the whole team going after our swims, that's important. And just don't lose that momentum because we need it up until the last lap of the race, of
Right.
the meet.
Because toward the end, you were up by 1 point in the 11th event. And then Alex was 1 and you were 2.
Yep.
And you added on those points for the final relay. You were ready to go. That was an exciting finish.
Oh yeah, that was an awesome experience
Yeah.
to go 1-2 with Alex.
That was amazing.
And the big splash at the end.
Oh, yeah.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
Wow. And I like the camaraderie. You guys were cheering each other on. There were alum there who were cheering you guys on.
Yep.
Yep.
Mr. LaChapelle, he was there.
Oh yeah.
And other schools were cheering you on. Oxford was cheering for you. I thought that was sensational.
Yeah.
Seymour came over and they were cheering you guys on. So that was awesome.
And I know you've probably been in the pool with them often enough, but that last jump after winning the title has to be something special. Talk about that moment.
Yeah, well, we went into the last relay needing to beat Northwestern to win the meet, and we've been in that situation twice before. Last year was against Weston, and they edged us, and then 3 years ago it was Holy Cross, right? And they touched before us. So this was the third time, and it was the same script, but it was a different finish. So like as that was transpiring, it was indescribable. You know, I was on the side of the pool, and like it just. I can't put into words how it felt. So to look up and see that 0.12 seconds with difference, us over Northwestern on the last relay, it was like out of a movie. So to be able to jump in the pool there, I mean, that was the ultimate goal. And that's any team's goal. You know what I mean? And you don't always get there, and you do everything you can, you still fall short. And it felt great to be on the right side of it this time.
And you jumped in as well.
Yeah, and I decided once I got in to like enjoy it a little bit, and so I was underwater and like I was a little too deep, and I had all my clothes filling up with water, and it took me a little while to get up, but eventually I did. It just it scared me a little bit, but it was fun.
Luckily, you didn't have your phone in your pocket. It was still in the box. So.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. And I took my shoes off. I've forgotten to do that in the past.
Oh, you got to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach Butch.
And then you had the
For which it stands. One
One nation,
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
and then
We
you
like
had,
doing the pledge on our team. Any best time that we go, coach always turns to the flag and we do the pledge. Just kind of a little thing.
and the fire trucks.
So the fire.
Greeted you.
Yeah.
That was sensational.
Yeah, it's when we won the NVLs, they've always been there to support us and pray us back. But we were looking forward to this one more than
More than
all
anything.
those. So it was cool.
Ryan, I'm going to close with you. You had an interesting comment yesterday to me. Do you remember it at lunch? What you
About the
said about
last relay?
Coach? What did you say about Coach? He seems to be.
Oh, he's a mastermind. You know, he puts the lineups together and like he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's a mastermind behind everything.
So we have a question for you, Coach.
Yeah.
Do you play chess?
No, Andy does though.
Because you're an offense-defense guy, you balance it all off. We have a gold medal for you.
Oh wow. Andy's the president and co-founder of the chess club. So anybody that wants to join the chess club, he wants to restart it now. Swim season's over.
All right. Any words of wisdom for kids who want to try out for next year or your returning team members?
Do it.
Do
Yeah,
it.
do it. It's
Do
worth
it.
it.
It's a lot of
It's worth
fun.
it. Yeah.
It's grueling. It's hard work, but you just gotta get through it because after it's over, you miss it so bad.
And good cookies on the bus, right?
Oh yes, thank
yeah.
you, thank you.
Oh, those were great.
Shout out to
Good.
Mama Manning.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
nice.
Well, thanks so much for coming in. Good luck, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Congratulations. I think some of you are swimming next year.
Yep, and at the state opens on Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
state
State
opens.
opens.
Yale on
Yale.
Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, good luck. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And on behalf of the show, don't forget, she's Mama Manning. He walked down the hallway. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.
Wake up with us. It's time to rise and shine. Morning mayhem's on the daily updates. We're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional. We're knocking down the door.
Every morning at 7 a.m.
Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram too. We're streaming on Spotify. We're reaching out to you. Join the morning mayhem crew.
Knocking down the door.